Really emotional. It was probably the more emotional journey than anything else because it came straight inside, triggered everything from the day that I left this country. And the last thing that I remember being in the United States alone, you know, with my dad. When the house was being built, none of this was here. It was just one floor, and there was only 2 little beds there. And I slept in one, and my mom slept in the other. My dad was in the U.S., so we just stayed here. You know, here I never lacked anything. I always had everything and anything that I could ever want. But over there it was always different for me, arriving there without anything. I remember the only thing I wanted to see is this pillows, those pitufos.
You know, he's missed his mom for so many years, you know, and then he's like standing in the house that he once lived at, that he once remembered, and it was really, really hard on him.
There's a period of my life that is missing, and there's a lot of unanswered questions that I have still. There's this moment, I've been waiting for years to talk to my mom, ask her stuff. I have so many questions that I've always had about my situation with my mom. I mean, you know, not seeing your family for years, disappearing. There's just way too much in-depth stuff going on, and I'm still trying to put things in perspective right now. I'm really out of perspective with what's going on. When the big surprise at the end with the singing came through, that was a song that my mother used to sing to me when I was really small. It was her favorite song to sing to me. It's a song, you know, that it's just about love, and it just talks about, you know, different marks that I had on my face that she had. And we both share the family mold, you know, so all the family has it. So it's a family song. That was, you know, the breaking point for me, because there was such a thing like a breakdown. That was it right there on television. Salud. Salud. Salud también al abuelo Lau, que no estaremos aquí parados sin familia aquí. Salud. Today was a really exciting day for me because I was able to go back to the school where I attended.
We went to a school where he last went before he left the United States, and everything was a little bit different, but you know, he still had the memories.
My mom told me really cool little stories about me and fighting with teachers, and fighting with one particular one, and pretty much flipped her off till I didn't want English and I didn't want to learn English. And I was never going to learn English, and here I am speaking it kind of funny. We ended up at the pyramid, so it was really cool. My mom was guiding me, you know, through some of the fun things I used to do with her, some of the discovery things. Raise you guys to the top.
And it was just a wonderful time with his mom. His mom is so knowledgeable with the history of not only Mexico City, but, you know, everywhere. And she was telling us a story about when he was little. There's like these little tunnels that are under the stairs. He would always climb through all of them. There's probably like 6 of them, and he would climb through all of them.
20 años regresas atrás.
Says I'm gonna go 20 years back now. This is a back in time tunnel. I'm gonna come out like a child.
Allá vas a salir de 7 años.
And so, out of nowhere, he's like, oh, I'm gonna climb through this little tunnel. It's so dark, you can't even see through the other side. He could barely even fit because he's not 9 years old anymore.
It was a really cool childhood experience of mine. It was one of my most favorite things, she said, that I used to like doing. And it was one of my classic running off stories.
After we were at the pyramids for a little while already, walking around in the hot sun and going up and down the stairs, we decided to climb this humongous, almost like a mountain type pyramid.
Do you think you're going to be able to carry me all the way up?
Maybe 3 steps. 2, 3.
as we were going up there, he's like trying to push me.
Up in the mountains when we have sheep, we walk around with a stick like this. We go like that. Vamos! Vámonos! Vámonos!
Hitting me with sticks, pitching my legs, trying to push me up there, and I'm like out of breath. I'm like going to die. So I got a little mad with him. I gave him a little bit of an attitude.
And there was a point where I was going to keep going to the top. I was just going to leave her there because she was whizzing out. It's like, oh, go away. And she got all mad. She's like, oh, then fine, then go. And then I realized, you know, that we're a team. You know, that's what this trip's taught me. So I waited for her, and I think she appreciated that.
There you go.
I can't believe you ran up those stairs in that little jacket. We got to the top. We made it!
Oh, man.
I wasn't quite sure if we were going to make it, but we got to the top, and it was really beautiful.
And having Sally see all these different things ended up making her like me more, I think, and ended up making her see more other sides of me, you know, because when you can appreciate somebody's childhood and appreciate somebody's past and breathe the streets and see the sights, I think, you know, it just becomes more alive and you can really care for someone even more. In this trip, I've been going out with Sally and I've been real patient about her buying things.
I need you to help me translate a little bit.
And I was like, no, this whole trip, you're going to learn to speak on your own. You need to.
Yo entiendo poquito. Yo habla nada. No más. Solo 120.
I just wanted, you know, wanted my mom to kind of see her try.
110. ¿Sí?
105. So she got it from 150
¿Sí
to
traes cambio?
110.
¿Sí te alcanza?
It's okay, because she's trying.
¿Sí? ¿Sí traes? ¿O te doy cambio?
Sí tiene.
¿Sí traes
Do
cambio?
you have
Cambio. ¿Cuánto te falta? How much
¿Cuánto?
are you missing?
2 pesos?
A ver.
1.50. Aquí tienes 50.
¿Qué? ¿Sí?
Sí. Muchas gracias, señorita.
Gracias.
Hasta luego.
Sally, do you think you got a good deal?
¿Está bonita?
Oh, yeah.
A ver.
My Spanish really hasn't gotten better since I've been here, since I've only been here for a week, but I've been open to explore it a little bit more, to practice a little bit more, so hopefully this will inspire me to learn more so I can be able to communicate with his mom.
Mira.
Put your camera in.
Sí,
Está muy bonita.
está muy bonita.